What if drones fought at D-Day? June 6, 1944. The largest invasion force in history crosses the English Channel. 156,000 Allied troops, 7,000 ships, 10,000 aircraft. On the French coast, German bunkers, artillery, and machine gun nests wait. For thousands of soldiers, the first step onto Omaha Beach is their last. But what if this invasion had something different? Not just bombers and naval guns, but swarms of modern drones. Reconnaissance UAVs, armed quadcopters, kamikaze loitering munitions, long-range strike drones. Would the Atlantic Wall crumble before dawn? Could drones save thousands or create a new nightmare in Normandy? In reality, Allied bombers pounded German defenses, but many bunkers survived. Naval guns thundered, but fortifications remained intact. When troops landed, they faced near-suicidal fire. Now imagine the invasion fleet carrying shipping containers of drones. Before the first boat near shore, the sky fills with buzzing machines. Recon drones scout beaches, relaying live video to commanders. Every bunker, every gun nest mapped in detail. Armed drones dive, dropping precision charges through bunker slits. Loitering munitions circle like vultures, ready to strike any German gun that dares open fire. The Atlantic Wall, designed to resist tanks and bombers, suddenly faces an enemy too small to hit, too many to stop. Hours before H hour, drones infiltrate silently. Cameras peer into trenches. Thermal optics reveal sleeping sentries. Explosives are planted remotely. When Allied ships open fire, drones join in. Instead of blind bombardment, every shell is guided by drone lasers. German bunkers explode with surgical precision. As landing craft near shore, drones sweep ahead. Machine gun nests are blinded by grenades dropped from quadcopters. Mortar pits erupt under drone strikes. Soldiers still face chaos, but instead of withering walls of fire, gaps appear. Soldier, ducking in boat. Christ, it's like hornets clearing the way for us. German officer, radio. They're everywhere, tiny machines, they see everything. German troops panic. To them, drones are like living demons. No sound of engines, just buzzing and sudden fire. Some surrender without firing. Others shoot wildly at the sky. The Germans adapt quickly. Machine gunners sweep skies. Flak bursts tear some drones apart, but every burst gives away their position, and loitering munitions dive in response. Panzer divisions attempt to move toward the beaches, but long-range drones strike convoys on roads, detonating fuel trucks, crippling tanks before they arrive. Luftwaffe fighters scramble. For once they find prey. Drones are small, fragile. Squadrons shred dozens, yet Allied escorts pounce, and drones scatter, regroup, return. Sheer numbers overwhelm. By mid-morning, Allied troops advance faster than history. Where Omaha was once a bloodbath, gaps open. Bunkers collapsed not after hours of assault, but minutes of drone strikes. Still, it is not without cost. Drones run low on batteries, explosives, and munitions. The swarm thins. Soldiers must still fight through rubble and fire. By noon, German commanders unleash their reserves. Armored divisions rush to push the Allies back into the sea. In history, they nearly succeeded. But drones again change everything. Kamikaze UAVs dive into tank columns. Artillery pieces are hunted from above. Command posts are annihilated. What once was a coordinated counterattack becomes chaos. German general. Every move we make, they see. There is no cover. Allied commander. This is the eye of God, and it is on our side. Yet the swarm cannot replace men. Drone footage guides troops inland, but firefights still rage. Villages burn, soldiers fall, The war is shortened, not erased. With drone support, Allied losses dropped dramatically. Omaha, instead of 2,000 dead, might lose hundreds. Armored divisions are crippled before reaching the front. The beachhead secures in hours, not days. The Allies push inland faster. Paris liberated weeks earlier. The war in Europe ends months sooner. But like all modern miracles, drones are finite. Batteries, explosives, and guided munitions cannot be replaced in 1944. Once the swarm runs out, soldiers must fight with rifles and tanks again. Still, the psychological wound remains. Germans who face drones speak of a nightmare. Civilians whisper that the Allies commanded metal birds. Legends spread of a day when the skies were alive with fireflies of death. So what if drones fought a D-Day? The beaches would still run red, but perhaps less so. Bunkers would fall faster, tanks burn sooner, morale break earlier. The invasion that cost so many lives might have been shortened, its horror reduced. Yet in the end, war is still war. The swarm would fade, the men would fight, and history would march on. What do you think? Would drones save thousands, or simply add new terrors to D-Day? Comment your thoughts and suggest the next what-if battle.